everyone, and welcome back to my YouTube channel, Kathy's Random Acts of Stampin'. I want to remind everyone, because I know this is not something I have been publicizing, but we do have a paper sale running through the end of August. So if you are interested in any of the designer series paper that's offered in the annual catalog, now would be the time to grab that before the sale goes off. You're going to get 15% off of any pack of paper. If you're interested in this flyer, shoot me an email and I will attach this flyer to the email and return it back to you. So right now, the Bright and Beautiful, Countryside Inn, the Country Lace, the Country Woods, the Full of Life, Lily Pond, Mediterranean Bloom, Perennial Lavender, Take to the Sky, Thoughtful Journey, To the Market, Unbound Beauty, Wildly Flowering, and Winter Meadow are all on sale. Now, some of these papers may sound familiar because they did come back from either the mini catalog or one of our annual catalogs from before. And I believe the ones, the Bright and Beautiful, the Countryside Inn, the Perennial Lavender, the Thoughtful Journey, I believe that one came back. And also the Winter Meadow. These are ones that I can remember that were previous papers that came back, but they're in the annual catalog now. So it's a great time to take advantage of those papers if you're in the market for any of the papers or you just absolutely love any of those designs. Just remember, if you want this flyer so you can see exactly what's on sale, it tells you here what the regular price was and what the sale price is. And it will, this can be a great tool to have so you can look at what the sale papers are. Okay, enough about that. Let's move on. What I wanted to look at today was this Regal Flora collection. And a collection means it's more than just the stamps and the dies. That's a bundle. But with the collection, you're going to get ribbon, gems, stamp and die. I'm going to move the mini catalog out of the way because that's not available yet. And all of this is in the mini catalog. The Regal Distress Pattern paper, which is beautiful gold embossed designer series paper. And there are 2 sheets of each design in this. And then also the Regal Winter. And look at the colors on this paper. This paper is spectacular. I love the rich bold colors. Y'all saw me make that card, one of the cards I made this past week using that particular design. Look at the blues and the purples. It's just, this paper just makes my heart happy. In fact, when I saw this in the catalog, when I could first view it online, I literally went crazy for this and knew that this was going to be a collection that I would definitely want in my stash. And I just tied a simple little bow on here just to show you how beautiful that ribbon is. Isn't that gorgeous? With that, it's that beautiful Blackberry Bliss with gold accent. And the gems as well. Look at the colors on these gems. You've got the Blackberry Bliss, the Night of Navy, and some other colors up there. I haven't cut these open. I'll tell you what, let's go ahead and open them so we can see. I know I like to open mine on the side like this. To me, it just makes it easy for me to, where did that piece of plastic go? There it is. I knew it had fallen somewhere down here. But these are beautiful. Oops, I just moved some on my, that's not what I intended to do. Let's take them out like that. Oh yeah, you've got the green, the pink, the blue, and the Blackberry Bliss. They are stunning. Love this pack of gems. If I could get that to lay back down. Something like that. Well, sometimes when you get them turned, it's almost impossible to get them to turn back over. There we go. But anyway, those are the gems, and I showed you the paper. today I want to just deal with the dies and the stamp set. So I'm going to put everything else out of my way. I'm actually going to be using a sheet of paper from um, the season of green and gold. And y'all remember this sheet of paper that I worked with earlier. This was like one of my, and look at it's embossed also in gold. But I want to show you how you can use this for other than Christmas, because when you see that pack of paper, it screams Christmas. I know that it does, but I'm going to show you a way that we can make it um, be for a birthday card or anything else. And a birthday card is exactly what we're going to do today. So I brought in a Mossy Meadow card base, and this is 8.5 by 5.5, and I scored it at 4.25, and it's going to be a landscape card like that. And then here is that beautiful Christmas paper. I think it's so pretty, but I'm going to show you what we're going to do with that. So before we go any further, let's do some stamping. So I'm going to lay that up there, and I'm going to bring in a couple of scraps of just basic white. And these are just a couple little scraps that I had, and I loaded up my flowers from the Regal Flora, this one and this one. I have both of those loaded, and we are going to cut those out. And let me show you what I plan on doing. I'm going to stamp 2 on here, and then 3 of these. Let's see, maybe we can get 3 of these on here. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, let's do it like that. And I'm going to use some ink. I'm going to use Cherry Cobbler and Shaded Spruce for my inks. So the first one I want to pull up is my Shaded Spruce. And I'm going to tap, tap, tap. And we are going to stamp 1, 2, 3. Aren't those gorgeous? I love that look. And I believe it's called oh, there was a distinctive. And it makes it look like there's 2 tones of ink on that stamp, even though we just stamped it once. I love that look. When the stamp does that, it kind of does the coloring for you. And I love that because it allows us to get our stamping and coloring all done in one shot. So now this is my cherry cobbler, and I'm going to ink up my flowers in the cherry cobbler, and I'm only going to need a couple of these. So 1 and 2. Now we're going to use the dies and cut these out. And when we cut those, we are going to have this right here. Yes, I went ahead and cut ahead of time, just for the time's sake of the video. And I got another one somewhere here. Oh, where did it go? You know, it's probably in the floor. Or maybe I only did 2 of those. I can't remember. Well, you know what? If we need another one, we definitely got it right here. So if I need another one, I will cut it out. But I'm thinking that I already have it cut because I was pretty sure I had 3 of those. And you know me, it's probably laying here on the floor or under something or stuck to the bottom of something. But anyway, I also have a piece of soft sea foam. Now, I don't use soft sea foam because it's just never been one of my favorite colors. But with this paper, I want to show you. Look how pretty that looks against that green. But this is covering way too much of my green. So what I want to do is I want to cut this. I'll lay these over here. I'm still looking for that. There it is. I knew I had another one. Okay. We're going to put this in our trimmer and we're going to cut it on an angle. So this piece, like I said, is 3 3/4 by 5. And I'm going to lay it in my trimmer and I'm going to put one corner into my track and the other corner into my track. And I'm going to bring my cut blade down in the middle and I'm going to slice up and down. That's going to give me a beautiful piece that I can use right here on my card, just like that. And look how pretty that's going to look. Now, for my other piece, I am going to use it to stamp my happy birthday. And that is going to be just like this. And we can cut it off. And you can see I used that cherry cobbler ink. So let me show you how I did that. I took the other half of my triangle and I just laid it down flat on my cutting mat. And using the Sweetly Scripted, and this is an online exclusive, I took the happy birthday one. You could use the million thanks, congratulations, happy anniversary, speedy recovery. Any of these would work. I think I might do million thanks. I think I might do that. So let's pull out the million thanks, and you can see here was my happy birthday. I do love the happy birthday because it's so vibrant. Let's do another one with the happy birthday. You know, you can never have too many birthday cards, right? So I'm going to take it and I'm going to lay it right across here, just like that. And I'm going to grab a long block because I want to be able to pick all of that up. So this is my eye block. Our blocks are sold by letter, and this is the eye block. So I'm going to turn that over, take that cherry cobbler. You could do it in green, you could do it in black, but I'm going to do it in that cherry cobbler because I want to kind of build on that color from our flowers. And I'm going to bring that around and I'm going to stamp it right about here. Look how pretty that is. Isn't that gorgeous? So now all we need to do is bring our trimmer back in and bring this into our trimmer. Let's do it about like that. I'm going to bring that bar down and make sure that my birthday is not into my cut area. And I'm going to cut it. Look how pretty that is. And you can cut off, if you need to, you can cut off as much of that or as little of that as you like. And here is one that I cut so that I could angle it even with that piece. Now let me show you what's going to happen when we put this card together. We are going to put down this piece using some liquid glue. And of course, I got a little bit of a clot in my end, but I pulled that off and that should allow my glue to come out. If it doesn't, just take a pin and poke into the hole like that, and that should release your glue. It usually works every time for me. And there we go. The glue is flowing. This paper is so pretty. So I'm going to lay that mat down just like so. Give it a press. And then we are going to glue this one down like so. Just like that. And then I'm going to take the happy birthday. Let's see, if I do this one, we can do this one as well. And I think I am. I'm going to cut this off. Just take your pencil and make yourself a little mark like that. Put that in your trimmer. I like this one because it's a little bit wider. This is the one I just stamped. So I'm going to bring that into my trimmer about like that and cut it off. And now this is going to work right here. And I want to bring it up just enough so you can see a little bit of that green under it. And again, liquid glue. And bring it down. I wanted to do this card to show you that even if you have Christmas paper left over, there's no reason why you can't make it something besides a Christmas card. So if you have paper left over, by all means, don't throw it out because look what you can do. So this one, I want to pop these up a little bit. So I'm going to put one here and one right there. This one I'm going to glue flat down. Like that. And then this one I'm going to pop up on dimensionals. And y'all know yesterday or the day before yesterday, and I couldn't find my dimensionals. They were right in front of me. They were right underneath my little computer that sits directly in front. So that one is going to go something like that. And then we can tuck these underneath. You know, I put that one down way too good. I'm going to grab a spatula and come up under there just enough to lift it because I want a leaf right here. And I want another leaf right here. And then I want the third one right here. Look how pretty that's going to be. All right, I'm going to put glue, and yeah, I stamped twice on this one. Never throw your stuff away because you know paper has two sides, and we can use both of them. I'm going to nestle that. I don't want it hanging off of my card because I want it to fit in my envelope. So I'm going to put that down right there. Then I'm going to pop these off. And pop this down just like that. Let's nestle that up underneath there. And then we're going to catch this right here under that. So we're going to put some glue on the back of this. And stick that right about there. And look how pretty that card is. But we're not done because remember the gems I showed you. These are so pretty. And I am going to use, let me get my take your pick tool. I think I want to take the pink ones because they're so darling. And I'm going to put a pink one on each one of these flowers. just like that. And another one right here. And then I think for the ones that are down on the bottom, I'm going to take the darker gems. And I'm going to put one right there and one right here. And just because I can, I'm going to grab a couple more and put a green one here and a green one right here. Isn't that beautiful? I love the way this turned out. But I want to look and see if I want to put, I think the bow is going to take away from the wild cherry. Let's look and see what else we have. I do have this ribbon. This is cherry cobbler in gold. This would be beautiful. So I'm going to grab a little piece of this. I believe I got that unwrapped without tearing anything. Sometimes your take your pick tool can be your absolute best friend. And I think this time it was. This is a great tool. If you haven't seen the take your pick tool, it has a spatula attachment on the other side of your pick, which is great for maybe moving these, or like while ago when I needed to go under, that would have been a great time to use that. It also comes with two other ends that are actually stylus tools like this, and that all comes together. And you can buy attachments for it. There are a set of attachments for this that makes it even more valuable. Let me show you those. It comes with a craft knife, a rotary tool, and another little pick that's finer than the one that comes on here, and a little hook pick that is great for other things. These are attachments, and you can also get another tool set that goes with it that has the die brush on it. So it is such a versatile tool and one that you will definitely want to have in your arsenal. Okay, now all we have left to do is put a piece of cardstock inside, and I'm going to go back with this soft seafoam. Like I said, I do not use this nearly enough. So we're going to cut us a mat out of it. But I think before I do, I want to tie a little ribbon. And I think for this one, I'm just going to do a tiny bunny ear bow, which is just simply take your two loops together like that. Let me start over like this and like this. Cross them over and tuck one under and bring it through the loop. And when you do that, you're going to make the cutest little simple bow ever. So just pull that through. Once you get it like this, then you're just going to tighten it up. And then you can adjust your loops accordingly. Just like that. And then you can take your ribbon scissors and trim this off like so. And you can have the cutest little bow to put right there with your flowers. And we are going to put that down with a glue dot. Let's see if I can find my glue dots. Where did they go? They're hiding out over here. So I'm going to fold that down and I'm going to put this into my glue dot and pick it up. And now that I have this wonderful adhesive on the back of this, I can just stick that down just like that. And I've got a beautiful bow. And if it's not staying where you want to, you can use some glue dots under your tails to make them lay. But look how beautiful that card turned out just by using some simple little embellishments and some ribbon. So I'm going to take this piece and I'm going to cut it down to 4 by 5 1/4. And we are going to put this inside just like that. And if you want to come back with one of your little leaves or something, which I think would be adorable, let's do that in our shaded spruce, carrying our color theme all the way through. So I'm going to stamp that, and then let's take it off of there. And let's stamp it there. So pretty. There's another stamp in here that I love, and it's just a little dots. And I think I'm going to stamp those. And I think what I want to do with these is kind of stamp on and then maybe stamp off and then stamp on. Isn't that pretty? That just gives another little element of beauty. And now we need something that will scream happy birthday. And let's find us a beautiful happy birthday. This one I love. It's Grateful Blessings. And you are such a blessing. I think with happy birthday on the front and this on the inside, I love this. You're such a blessing. And we're going to stamp this right about here. And I'm going to pick it up at an angle like that. Now I'm going to stamp it in the cherry cobbler. Just like this. Isn't that pretty? Now all we have to do is put this inside of our card. You got plenty of room to sign. And like I said, you can always use your reds and greens for anything. It does not have to be just a Christmas card. So don't throw out those pretty Christmas papers after the season, or maybe you had some left over from last season. You can always use them to make a beautiful card, just like this one, and have something beautiful to share with a friend. I love the way this card turned out. I think it's something a little bit different. I love the angles on it, and it showcases your designer series paper, pulls in the softness, and then you have the beautiful accents of cherry cobbler. I think it turned out beautiful. Let me know what you think, and if this is a card that you would like to make. This paper is already available The other things, the cardstock is already available. This stamp set is available, the one that's Grateful Blessings, that's in our annual catalog. And of course, the Regal Flora, that will be available come September 3rd. But that's not that far away. Today is the 15th, so we're only 16 days away from 16, 17, 18, 19 days away from our catalog going live. So thanks so much for watching. As I always say in closing, let everything that you do and say bring honor and glory to our Savior. He is worthy. So until next time, be kind, know that you're loved, and keep on crafting. I love you guys. Bye bye.